And we are back with our outreach managers. In this video, we're going to talk about how to evaluate sponsored post opportunities. Now, generally, this can be assigned to the lead SEO, but to be honest with you, this is why my outreach managers are local. I usually hire young college grads or interns to manage outreach for us because they're pretty low cost and they're local and they're easily trained, and I can kind of watch over their shoulder while they do this. But they're also good communicators, and our link prospectors are really just kind of our grinded out people. They do the data entry work. You don't want to ask them to do too much, so this can get a little bit complex. So that's why I usually have my outreach manager evaluate these. Anybody can really do it, whoever you want to train. I just use outreach managers, okay? So before we pitch outreach managers, it's really important to evaluate to make sure that the sponsored post is a legitimate prospect. I'm giving this again to the outreach managers because I don't want to slow down the link prospectors. So it's your job as outreach manager to look at each opportunity for a number of metrics. So again, these are SEO terms. I've got some trainings earlier in this training all about these different tools, but I'm going to run you through really quickly and show you how I evaluate them in like 18 seconds. So number one is overall domain authority and trust flow. Okay, so that comes from the Mozbar and that comes from the Majestic SEO browser plugin. The links are underneath this video. Number two is content quality. Are they just spamming links? Are they only linking out to spammy type sites? Is it very obvious that they're only posting content that's sponsored? If they are, that's a bad sign. We're not interested in those. We want just regular blogs, regular sites that have accepted the opportunity for us to post there. Okay, we don't want sites that are just selling ad space. We do not want that. That's a bad opportunity. If you come across one of those sites, cross it off the list. Okay. So, and then also, do the sponsored posts say sponsored posts? This is also a bad thing. We do not want the sponsored post to say sponsored posts. We want it to be native. Okay, so this is something that again you're going to have to talk to the people about to understand if they tag it as a sponsored post. Do they no follow the links? Again, there's a simple browser plugin that will highlight all no followed links in red. It's underneath this video. If you go to a sponsored post and the links are highlighted in red, cross it off the list. It's a bad opportunity. And then finally, we just want to run it through SEMrush to get a quick traffic check and just to make sure that it's got a clean history. So if it's no good, if it does not pass the test that I just spoke about, then we're going to cross it off the list and just mark it in the sheet as no good. If it's good, then we're going to send them a pitch, and I'll be talking about how to pitch them in the next video. So right now, let's just jump in and let's go through a couple of these opportunities that we found in the previous video. So we're going to look at Busy Dad Blog first. So all we're going to do is we're going to take it, copy, and paste it, and put it in the browser. And the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to check the little Mozbar plugin up here. The domain authority is 39. That's a good domain authority. We're looking for blogs that are like DA 20 and plus. Anything less, we're not overly interested in. Then we're going to click Majestic. Now, Majestic is taking forever to run, so you can just also click that link and it'll pull through here. We just want to check out the trust flow and citation flow of the domain. So this is a trust flow of 35, and it's also got 40,000 links pointing to it. And because it's got a good trust flow, anything above 15 to 20, we're interested in. So this is a very, very good blog so far. The last thing we want to do for link evaluation is come up here and dump it into SEMrush. Oops. Just click search, and we want to make sure that it's got a clean link history. So then we're going to click on organic research over here to the left, and we're just going to take a look at the history of the domain. So with the exception of a blip here, it looks like it's got a very clean history, right? There's no major drops in traffic, and it looks like it's been going up and to the right lately, which is good. We also, excuse me, want to take a quick look at the keywords to make sure that they're relevant, and you don't have anything like boner pills or anything in here, which would show that it's a bad spammy site. So this site has checked off three things. It's got good domain authority, it's got good trust flow, it's got good inbound links, and it's got a clean history, and it's got traffic. So these are all good things. The final thing we want to check is just content quality. So we're just going to come here and click on a random post, and we just want to make sure that it's written in plain English. He's got English. He's not linking out to a lot of sites, which is good. And we want to also check something too to see if we can search his site to find sponsored posts, or just to see if he tags them as sponsored posts. So I don't see him over here. A lot of the times these people will actually set up a tag as as sponsored posts. Um, and I'm not seeing them. So bottom line is that this is a very good site. We would actually want to move on to this one to send it a pitch, and just evaluate using the same process going down. Again, just going down the list. Does it have a domain authority of over 20 and a trust flow of over 15? Yes. Does it have good content quality? Are they spamming links? No. Good. Do they tag sponsored posts and do they follow links? No, they don't tag a sponsored post as sponsored, and no, they do not no follow the links. And then when you dump it into SEMrush, does it pass the domain history check? Yes, it does. Then okay, let's move on, send it a pitch. If it doesn't pass those tests, then mark it as no and move on to the next one. So that was very quick, but that was how to evaluate the quality of a sponsored post opportunity.